Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I decided to go all in. It's been a long time coming. I'm ready to share everything that happened, what happened in warrobots, all of the cyberbullying, and what's happening now. Because I learned something new. I'm not really sure if it's true or not, but if it's true, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed how they are doing it. I thought warrobots are better than this. I I'm in shock. I'm still waiting for the confirmation of this news, but I am ready to talk about everything that happened, how it started, who was behind it. I'm ready to name names. I never did it before. And to verify that, I will put the receipt behind it, mostly from Discord, YouTube, or Facebook, DMs, Messenger, and all of that, so you can see for yourself. But a lot of the things were happening online, but there were a lot of lies um, made about me, and I'm ready to address some of it. I'm ready to show and just put my thinking behind it. Why some stuff happened the way they did, because it surely didn't happen overnight. I left robots thinking everything was stopped. I'm not 100 sure it did, but I don't see it that often. I try not to look at it, but I am fully aware that they made me look like I was the one deceitful, lying, and in this video we will see that that's not the case. And let's just go into it. So first things first, why it happened, how it happened. I don't want to talk too much about it. I will just put on the screen who is behind it, who never really talked publicly about it, but was hateful behind the scene. And this was one of the first and the worst DMs that I ever received in my 4 year of doing YouTube. Online, I have never received that kind of DM that bad. And there are multiple reasons, in my opinion, why it got that bad, why this YouTuber, well, ex-YouTuber, thought it's okay to do things this way. So as you can see from the name, at the time he was in Vox Clan. So his friends are powerful and they were behind him. I'm not saying they knew what he was doing and how he was doing. In fact, I'm pretty sure they didn't know the full story. But at one point, before I received that DM, I tried to talk to Adrian and tell him something is off. They're treating me, mistreating me, acting weird. And that didn't really go anywhere. So I received the DM and I decided to be silent. And still to this day, this stuck with me. Him saying that I have to be quiet and silence. And I'm not. I'm done with that. But I never named his name. On the outside, he had like this perfect image, a family friendly channel. But as you can see in DMs, he was far from it. And I feel this is where my cyberbullying started. He is a big friend with Death Row, right? As you can see from the DMs, he's a big friend with the big bully. I'm gonna call the biggest bully just big bully. It suits him. So they were big friends and they kept talking, and that's how it started, in my opinion. But if I wouldn't stay silent after this DM, and if his powerful friends, Agent one of them, wouldn't be on his side after everything, I don't think, in my opinion, the things would get so bad the way they did. But that was the start. So the second, we will talk about Big Bully and how everything started. It didn't start overnight. It started slowly. I will just put a couple of receipts. You can see in DMs in Discord we were talking, and it got a little bit creepy. I mean, the guy is married with kids. I don't know why he thought this was appropriate. I was a fan, a member at the time, and as you can see, I tried to put him down like kind of nicely, but I was creeped out. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm still sick. So at this point, I didn't think that much of it, right? He just tried to be inappropriate. I said no, and then we left it at that. But I think, like, thinking about backwards, me saying no, having his friend Death Row telling him in his ear that I'm this and that, he started talking about me on his live stream. And at first it was just small things, a little bit funny. So when I saw this, I decided to stop being his member. his paid member, right? And I told him so. At the time, I didn't realize this was a downfall. I probably made him angry with that. And it was one of the things that make things worse with time. I will just show a receipt how I told him I don't want to be a member. I don't want to support someone that talks bad about me. So he knew from the start I didn't like it. But things just got worse with time. And then I guess I will just go and put some more receipt. I was in a clan VR at one point. He was there too, big bully, and one of my friends got me in there. At this point, I want to say I'm sorry how I left to VR and pleased to meet you because I just got scared. He said I have to leave, so at first I didn't want to, but with time I realized this won't stop. He kept talking about me, and I just wanted to stop him talking about me. Now looking back, him getting what he wanted, me leaving the clan, was all the confirmation he needed. He got what he wanted, and it got even worse. So at that point, it was the second time, like first in DM, in Discord, and now in Messenger. I left the clan. I told him I don't like him talking about me. He realized how bad that felt for me, and he started spinning my words. I said this, I said that. As you can see, I never said I'm leaving warrobots at that point. But looking back now, maybe that's what they all wanted at the same, you know. Maybe that's why he talked like that, because that was his plan all along. He tried to control me and he didn't. When he realized he can't, he controlled how others see me and start putting words what I said and didn't say, who I am and what I'm not. People knew that at one point he liked me, but I'm not sure if he ever admitted how bad it was. I'm not sure why he thought that was okay. Like, I was a fan at the time. He's like a decade older than me. I don't know how to say this nicely. He's not that good looking either. But the fact that he's married with kids, it's like apparently no big deal for him. And I do think that was somehow when his ego got bruised and why the bullying was just worse and worse with time. As you can see, I did try to get help from Adrian, and yeah, that wasn't a thing. At that point, I was in his paid member, but others saw it and told him about it, and so he thought Adrian is on his side. The fact is, Adrian never said nothing publicly, but in DMs, I was aware I can get help from him. I tried, and yeah, that was his stance at the time. But of course, I thought he can support something like that, right? But the thing is, Tony did, still is. So that's how it was months, and people were just talking that even what he's saying, YouTubers are okay with it. Some actually still are to this day. Some people decide to believe lies, but that's not where the story ends. Because after I left the clan, they decided to stream snipe me with his sister Lachona. I believe she was the one using VPN. They were playing on Europe. I proved that in the video. I believed it was her that used the VPN because I heard her once saying that she has to use VPN. She has some kind of problems on her server. And I did prove that we were playing on Europe server. Everyone from our team and the enemies were from Europe. And that's when I realized it's not only that the hate is getting worse, they were literally recruiting people in real life. When they stream sniped me, they were visiting two of other community members and they stream sniped me and had a blast. Those both live streams aren't there. When they stream sniped me, they had both live streams up. Mine was the last game, there was the first. But you can see from mine that last game. Maybe I will find it and put the live stream in the link below. I was quiet. I just thought I'm stream sniped. I didn't realize the two live streams are going up. But when I realized after the live stream was going on, I felt horrified. The way they talked about me, I don't want to repeat the insults, I will maybe just put them on the screen because I guess for those that don't know, so you can see how bad things were, what was said during that live stream. So then I made a Facebook post after I realized what I have done. That I was not only just stream snapped, but there were two live streams going up at the same time. I made a Facebook post and said to my friends on Facebook if they can report it. They did. A lot of the community stand up for me, but literally YouTube was like, no, this is okay. Like, yeah, it's bad, but not that bad. And I was like, how? I mean, still to this day, I'm confused. What are TOS? What are the rules? What do you mean this isn't that bad? Someone saying that B, I'm gonna kill her. Like, how is that not bad? How is that okay to say? But okay, I'm confused. The whole YouTube thing still. 4 years later in, I'm like, I have no idea what is wrong, what is right, because I think this is wrong. But okay. He got kicked out of the creator program. Lachona got a warning. A warning. She had fun. I will tell you that. Maybe she didn't say she's that big, but she had fun. I'm sorry, my voice is cracking. I'm still sick. But I just want to get this out and say what I gotta say. So, you would think after everything it would stop. It got worse. His friends were coming after me. They were taking screenshot. What I was saying, who I was saying to. They were spinning my words. It was bad. It got so bad at the end I had to leave. I'm not saying this is the only reason why I left, but it's a big reason. One thing I want to mention, a couple of months after that incident with stream sniping, another YouTuber came out publicly and said that there was a live stream that the big bully made about him. And when we all heard it, saw it, there was a lot of reports done, and YouTube was like, okay, this is wrong, and they terminated the channel. But here's the kicker. He had another channel, so he's doing great. He's still playing warrobots. He has a lot of supporters. And there's just saying that, seriously. Even if you don't know the full story, how it started. Supporting someone that's calling someone other human being, those kind of insult. Seeing that, it's so disheartening. So why am I making this video now? There's multiple reasons. Now I'm playing Fortnite, but seeing some of the bullies doing what they're doing, YouTubers supporting them, seeing hackers, cheaters buying bots, YouTubers buying bots allegedly, is disheartening. I made a video about it, but now I heard that Lachona is assistant to Holy Moly, and I can't believe it. I'm still waiting on confirmation. I'm hoping this isn't true. But apparently what they said is, they said they apologized, they won't do it again. And that's fine. First of all, nobody apologized to me. They were saying all the end, still to this day I'm guessing that I'm lying. That there were no stream sniping. That they are good people. They never said any insults. I will just post some of them and you can tell for yourself if there are no insults. So we were on the live stream and the big bully came. The YouTuber Slayer decided and blocked him. And the bully and his friend didn't took that good. So he went and said that I'm the one that told him to do that. I never did that. I never, ever, not once said to anyone who they should and shouldn't block. Never. But then they had a falling out on Facebook. So I'll just put that here. One thing notice, when I was in warrobots, I was calling my fans cat crew. So the cat is referring to me. The fun part about this all, after he got blocked on Slayer's channel from Slayer on his own will, I lost like 20 subscribers that day. Because Bully went on saying, I did this, he blamed me for this. People believed him. Some of my fans at the time, subscribers, believed him. In one day I lost 20 subscribers. And that was happening a lot. Like, in a sense, there were a lot of supporters that would come towards me, supporting me, subscribing. but there were a lot of that just believe him. One of them was those that supported me through PayPal, and they're supporting now Bully with their money because he convinced them what he did was right, and somehow I was lying, which I think this video will prove I was never lying, but there was a lot more to the story. His ego was hurt, and he wanted to destroy me one way or the other. I left. Some would say maybe that's his win, because yeah, maybe she didn't talk the way her brother did, but she was on there. She never reached out. She never said what it was wrong. She had fun when when someone close to her is calling another female colleague names, insults, and she definitely was using VPN. I'm like pretty sure it was her. Who else? Right? She knew what was happening. She wasn't surprised. If anyone's surprised, that was me. But the fact that after that streamsniping, her friends came after me saying that she would never do that says a lot. She never took responsibility for that. And apparently it worked out for her. Definitely worked out. I think at the end, I just want to mention, even though I left warrobots, some of the things stayed with me. The way they treated me. The way some of the fears that I never thought I will fear. I close my DMs. I have problems getting more friends in Fortnite list, even though I'm playing Fortnite. Those aren't players from warrobots. I fear a lot of the times things will happen again. I would have an argument with someone, I would be incohesive, I would have a different opinion, or I would have a falling out with a friend, and I would be like, OMG, if I made them that much angry, they will go on and start talking trash all over the place. Because that happened. That fear, maybe it seems paranoid, but it did happen. And it did happen one more. I think I mentioned in that short, the way, at one point, I got a falling out with someone in my Discord, and after I blocked them, they started creating all Discord and start talking around what I did, that I'm crazy. And the fact it was happening on Zupilup channel was so disheartening watching that. And all of my fears flare up at that time. And I'm like, okay, he just said, Agent just said, too emotional. I mean, I'm an emotional being, I'm not gonna deny it. But the fact that he left him on his platform saying stuff like that about me, match this, match that, and the word crazy was even though now I know it didn't happen the same way, it wasn't the same. I think it's something that always stick with me. Because apparently if you disagree with someone, and if they have a platform, they can use it for bad, for very, very bad. It doesn't matter if they're telling the truth or not, they can use it for something very bad. And usually, when I was with robots, I was quiet for months. One thing I know, I'm done being quiet. It's sometimes still, even though it's been a year, no, year and a half, I never played robots. It's been 2-3 years when all of this, the worst things happened. I'm still sometimes, maybe it would be better just to be quiet, not say nothing, keep my head down, let them have their truth, their lies spread out. It doesn't matter, but at the end it does. People deserve to know the truth, and lies should be debunked. And I didn't deserve this, but it deserves being talked like that. And definitely seeing how everything affected me still to this day. When I have my viewers wanting to play with me, and I just replay in my mind, I played with them too, and then they're starting with lies. What if you're just another person? They're just waiting to do that again. Which I know it sounds a bit over the board, but it did happen, so can you blame me for thinking the worst? At the end, I want to thank everyone who supported me, through good and bad, who is still by my side, who wants to know the truth, who showed they cared. It means a lot. I think now you will see even more why that means a lot. Thank you for giving me a platform to speak about it. Thank you for being kind to each other, kind to me. Nobody deserves being thrown insults at them, spreading lies and rumors. Nobody deserves to be punished for something they didn't even do in the first place. Nobody deserves to be punished because they said no. No, I don't want to be talked about me like that. I don't want to be involved in someone who is already married with kids. I'm not paying someone to talk in trash about me. Thank you so much. I can't believe at the end of the day I was ready to speak about it, but I wouldn't be able if you wouldn't be here listening. So thank you.